Hi there, how are you doing? I hope everything is going well for you. Personally, I'm fine, and today I have a mom video for you. But if you're a dad, that works as well, because it's just a parent here speaking from experience. Now the title, at least at the moment, let's see if I will change it in the end, is 10 things I cannot leave the house without when going out with my children. And now you might not be a parent, you might become one, or you might not want to become one, but you might still have a child in your surrounding. You might be irrelevant to a child, or you might want to babysit one at some point, who knows. But my point is, this video is not only important to people that are parents. At some point you will probably leave the house with a child at some point in your life, whether it's your own or not, and I think this list is good to have. It's my personal one, but I think it really covers the basics, and you could go beyond that, but I'm now giving you my top 10 things I really cannot leave the house without. Number 1, diapers. That's so important. I don't know if there's anything more important than this. Hardly anything. And I have a baby and a toddler, and they use diapers still, both of them. So we always take them with us, obviously. But what I also want to say is always take 1 or 2 more than you would think you would need. I don't know about you, but personally we're quite spontaneous, and sometimes we go out in the morning and we say, yeah, we just need to go to one store, and at the end we end up coming home really late, really late in the evening, both children already sleeping, one in a stroller, one in my husband's arms. It's really sometimes like this, and then we're always happy that we took more diapers than we would think we would have needed. So I can really recommend that. Take them. Take them all. Number 2, wet wipes or a washcloth. Now, depending whether you're really sustainable, I can really recommend a washcloth. Or when you want it to be fast and easy, I can also really recommend the wet wipes. Personally, we are always using the wet wipes, but I have made good experiences also always having a washcloth with me. I do not always have it with me, but when I do, I'm happy, because then I do not have to fear that I'm running out of wet wipes and at the end having nothing. And you can wash it when you're in a public bathroom with the soap that's there, and then really wash it really well and have the water rinse it out really well, and then you can use it again and again. And so the only thing is that you have something wet that you're taking with you, but that's really not a big deal in my opinion. Number 3. Now that's only for the moms that can't breastfeed or decide not to do so, or for the dads, grandparents, siblings, whoever you are to that child that you're not the mom. It's milk powder. Now personally, I did not have the luck to feed my children, breastfeed my children for a very long time. I was not happy about it. I accepted it at some point, but anyways, that's a whole different story. But ever since I needed to use milk powder, and now when going out, I obviously also have to take it with me. And I always do that with a small glass container where I have enough so that it could last me the whole day, or maybe even 1.5 to 2 days. And that way I do not have to take the big package. And I can really recommend that. I just take that glass container and the spoon and I'm fine. Number 4. Now you might know that English is not my first language, and so please excuse that I actually do not know the term for this word. We say thermoskanne. I will blend it in the screen once I know what it's translated to. But a thermoskanne is basically a container where you put hot water in it, and it stays hot for a really long time. And this is really useful, because when I want to make a bottle with milk powder and water for my baby, I need it to be the right temperature. So sometimes I take this thermoskanne and I take another bottle that has also boiled water in it, but in the normal bottle it's boiled but cooled down already, and in the thermoskanne it's boiled but hot. And then I mix and match, and I also stir in the milk powder, and then I'm fine. But sometimes I'm out on the streets and my baby decides she's hungry now. And at that point I do not really want to mix and match. So what I sometimes do at home already is that I use this thermoskanne and I mix and match at home. I pour some cold boiled water in it, I pour some hot boiled water in it, I see that it has somehow of the right temperature, and I just take it as it is, you know. I just take one Behälter, jetzt hatte ich so gerade. I only take this one thermoskanne. Yeah. I can also really recommend only using one and already mixing it at home. Number 5. I think it's called bib. Is it? You know, this towel kind of thing that you put on your baby, especially when they're eating, but also when they are like spitting a lot. And you put it here, you know, like here, and when they spit or spill the milk, they don't get it on their clothes, they get it onto that bib, and then you can take it off and it's gone. So I have to admit, sometimes I forget that at home, but I usually try to take it with me. It's just really useful when you don't want to change the clothes of your baby the whole time. Number 6. I also have to describe this one, because even in German I'm never really sure what it's called. I would say Stoffwindel or Windelauflage or Windelunterlage. But you see, I'm never really sure even in my own language. Anyways, it's basically like a cheesecloth. I hope I'm getting that right. It's a piece of cloth that you put underneath your baby when you want to change the diapers. It's really practical, because you could even change the diapers of your baby that way when being outside in a park or at a bench or somewhere where you can lay your baby down when there is no washing room available with a diaper changing station. I don't know about you, but to me that happens a lot. Number 7. Always have a second round of clothes with you for the children that you are out with. There are so many reasons for this, and you will be so happy in case you really need it. Because, for example, my toddler loves playing with water, and especially in summer he also does this when we're outside, especially in the park, for example, when there's a small lake or some water station, he's there. And he's always getting wet. So that's just one reason that could appear also in your life. Or for example, when you're there with the baby or also with a toddler, you might not realize that their diaper is already really full and they might need to have a second round of clothes too. So for me, especially in the summer, it's always such a help when I have those clothes with me, because I almost always have to use it. And if I didn't have to use it, which is more of the thing in the winter for me, then I'm still happy that I took them with me, and the next time I don't have to need to do so much preparation because I already have the clothes in my backpack or in the stroller. So you might really find that helpful as well. Number 8, food. It's so important because especially when you have a toddler, when he or she runs around a lot, or when they play at the park, or you might go swimming, or you might do anything, you are outside and you're outside for a few hours, they might get hungry. No, they will get hungry at some point. And that way you don't always have to buy something. You can easily take a bread with you outside, you know, like a sandwich. What I do almost every time, because my son is so in love with those sandwiches, is that I take some bread, I take some vegan butter, I take some marmalade, and I make a little sandwich out of that. And he always eats it. So that's just a really easy snack. But we also take fruit with us or nuts, and basically every time everything is gone once we get home. Number 9. Number 9, don't forget about the liquids. Now, food is important, yes, but liquid might be even more important, especially on a hot summer day, but also in the winter time. We literally had that situation a few days ago that we forgot the bottle of my son, and we had to buy some water at some shop because he was begging for water. We were on the playground and at some point he said, agua, agua, agua. So yeah, we went to a shop and bought some, but it's always good to bring some already. And it could be water, it could be warm or cold tea. For me personally, it's like this. As long as it's not a soft drink or an iced tea, it's fine. But you could also put some honey and lemon in it, that's up to you. And number 10, the final one. Now, this one is called Don't Forget About Yourself. Personally, I have experienced this a whole lot of times that I just cared about my children. In my eyes, they were the only ones that were important. And what was I doing? Well, caring for them, but who cared about me? I certainly didn't. And I always regretted it because I either didn't have enough food, or I did not drink enough, or I gave them my whole energy, but at the end had nothing left for myself anymore. And like, it was never a good situation. So always also eat something. Always also drink something. If you need a pause, you pause. If you need to go home, you tell your children that you're not feeling so well and you will go home. You know, at some point, you also have to see that you are as important as they are. And if you are not strong enough, you cannot care for those children. So always care about yourself first or parallel, while also caring about them. Please do that, and please do not forget that you are equally as important. Your needs are equally as important as the needs of your children. Okay? Good. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. And maybe you are a parent already and your children might be way older than mine are, and you might want to tell me, I knew that already. And you're right, because those are the basics. Those are the things that I take with me when I don't want to take so many things, but have everything I need. There are a lot more of things that could be helpful and that you could need and that you would want to pack, but that's my basic list. So yeah, tell me in the comments down below in case you're open to that. Are you a parent? How old are your children? Are you becoming a parent? Do you have children in your surrounding, in your family? Are you a babysitter? Where are you from? How did you find that video? You know, there are a lot of things that I would be interested in. I love receiving comments. I cannot say it often enough. I love answering them. So let's chat down below. And if you want to see more of me, you could subscribe to the channel. It would make me really happy. It supports me. You could share the video with friends, family, people you would think are interested in it. And if you liked the video, you can also show me by hitting the thumb up button. Would also make me really happy. So, thank you for the video. Thank you for watching is what I wanted to say. Susie, thank you for the video. Anyways, thank you and see you in the next video, hopefully. Bye bye.